How did you go about getting, all the guys? You reached out to Joseph, and then you go to Batch. You get Terrence J. You get Tip. Like, how did y'all? Because it's just a dope cast.
Yeah, and I was so happy. I was there when Ruby Modine came through because he was so happy about getting Ruby Modine.
Yeah, and you got Matthew's daughter in there. Matthew is a good guy. We did Any Given Sunday together.
Yeah, he's
fantastic guy.
One of the best, man. Yeah, it was just phone calls. As a matter of fact, this is a crazy story. I shouldn't even tell this.
You can't. Only on top billing people.
Yeah, I'll just say a little bit of it. But so T.I., we were like I was trying to get Tip, but he was like, I don't know what he was doing during the pandemic, but I couldn't get him on the phone.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like,
he was busy somehow.
I can't catch Tip. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So we was trying to figure out how to get someone that was like equal value, but also could
act.
Give me some. What I wanted to do in the movie, which he did really well, I wanted someone that you knew, thought you knew, but you never seen him like this. So T.I.'s character in this film, Lou, is really good. When you see his
bodies this role, he's so good in the film.
When you see his performance, you're gonna be like, okay, that's not T.I., that's somebody else.
Right.
We call Snoop. Snoop gets on the phone. And I'm like pitching him the thing. Me and Joe sent a video to him. We're together like, yo, Snoop, you got it. So Snoop like, I'm going to come do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm starting to rewrite everything for him.
So it fits Snoop.
Yes,
but
because I wanted because
man, look,
because
man,
I wanted
I
it
think
to
I'm
not,
gonna come out there and do
I didn't
it
want
with
it to be. I didn't want Snoop to be Snoop.
Right.
And just so happily, man, Snoop ended up doing something where for these 3 days he could not be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the last minute,
3 days.
And exactly when he said I couldn't be there, the phone lit up, and it was Tip saying, "What we doing?" And I'm like, "What?" Yeah.
Look at God. Yeah. And we get a top billing fan clap.
That was great, man. That was great.
It was meant to be. You know, the same thing happened to me on James Bond, because what happened, right? No. And I couldn't make it, and then they picked the white guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Man,
no, never mind. Anyway,
man.
so this Friday is very exciting for you guys. Dion, you are on a wave. You know what I'm saying? Joseph, it's the same. You guys got a great movie. How are we going to keep putting out these kind of movies? I like it. I like these adventures. I like the thrillers. I like, people like, oh my God. Like, I like those oh my God moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By understanding, I'll just start it out by understanding that independent filmmakers can make quality films.
Yes.
And people like Dion, who want to elevate, not obviously. I'm as white as I'm almost translucent.
Right,
I'm shining on you. I'm your bounce.
Yeah,
light.
yeah. You're actually my light filter.
There you
right
go.
now.
But you know what I mean. But it's a yes and it's everybody, and he wants to elevate everybody, and people that aren't often don't get the initial go ahead from Hollywood. Dion says, why not?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I wanted to bring up about independent filmmaking, because a lot of times a studio, we all want to work at a big studio, but you don't get a chance to do exactly what you want to do.
We don't.
We don't. And, I watched a very interesting show called The Offer. And it's a great show about how they made The Godfather and all the tough parts of it. Yeah. Most people don't know what it takes to make a film.
No.
They do not understand the process of being a producer, writing something, hoping people like it, seeing your vision, and actually getting it done. I think what you're doing is brilliant, because it's like, it might be a smaller budget. It might, you might have to shoot it in Utah, save some money, or shoot it in, Lake Tahoe, but you can do what you want to do.
Absolutely. And also,
and you trust your actors.
Yeah. And look, man, this is, I think what I'm representing right now is the new wave of Hollywood. Mm-hmm. My whole mindset right now is there's no one that's better than us. Because your packaging is better than mine don't mean that you hotter or do it better than me.
Exactly.
And I go back to sports. When I was coming out of Indiana playing basketball, I was a really good basketball player. Mm-hmm. And but because I didn't come from a certain market, when they rolled the balls out in the big markets and we had the guys that had the big names,
Yes.
we ate their lunch.
Tore their ass
Right?
out
Because
the
I'm
frame.
like, our feet through the shoes, it didn't matter.
Right.
You getting dunked on, you losing tonight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to write my name down just by your name. So a little bit of this is the same energy that I'm having here, and what we've been able to do with people that support the energy, man, and we grow into brotherhood. Me and Joe been in so much together, Power, Intruder, now this. Yeah, man, we're in a place where I'm going like, no, man, you can go make your films and compete because that's exactly what they're doing. They're not doing anything different. And oh, by the way, I'm looking at Bill Bellamy and I'm going, why is it that we have to take Bill and place him over here and we have to act like there's all these other hot guys? You are legendary. Listen, what I'm telling you. You are legendary.
Shit.
So a lot of
I feel good right there, my spirit.
But a lot of what we do out here, man, is we replace us. But then on the other side of it in Hollywood, they can go get whoever they want, and and give them an. I've just watched recently Cameron Diaz, who ain't acted in the movie in
15 years.
15 years, just got. You know how much Netflix had to pay her to just come back?
Yeah, I think they got it. They got it.
Okay.
But it's a lot.
But you already know what it is, right?
Right.
But name any black actress that ain't worked in 15 years. What can you name one that they would bring back and be like, we finna pay you and make? Not at all.
Nah.
Okay, so I look at that and I go like, no, man, the people that I'm putting in these films are prolific. The people I'm putting in these films are stars. We still love them. Michael Ealy's box office is bigger than anybody you could put in front of us right now. Megan Good.
And always eat them up.
Every time,
Yes,
right? So to me, I'm going
up.
like, yo, so when you take The Intruder a couple years ago and you put it against Avengers Endgame on opening weekend, and then you have 3 other $50 million movies, and we beat all of them, and we're 2 to Endgame with an independent $3 million movie that we made.
Come on, bro.
And it does that for 14 weeks.
Come on, bro.
That's when I don't listen.
You don't question. You don't listen.
Yeah, I don't listen.
You know what you're doing.
When I take Meet the Blacks and I put it in the theater against Batman versus Superman, and we open against that, I don't even listen no more. Only thing I need to do is just tune up and get better and better and keep working my game.
That's what I love. I love about this vibe that you on. Like, it is a wave, and it's a tribute to hard work. It's a tribute to dreamers and visionaries, right? Yep. Because when you got a vision like you have, or I had to get here, and like Joseph had to become an actor and get his own series, like we had to see something first before everybody else, right? And I think what you're doing now for independent filmmakers is waking them up, which is good because we need new energy in the game. We need cats making movies. We got the best cameras. They got cameras now. Like, your phone damn near is better than the camera. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, there's no excuse to not try. That's what I'm saying. It's no excuse not to try.